Hi guys and welcome to your June 15th Smackdown review. I'm Heistman and we are live in Glasgow, Scotland, the eve before Clash of the Castle. Should be a really good show. I'm excited. Tomorrow night's pay-per-view looks to be stacked, but we'll see how tonight goes. We'll see what's going on with Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles beforehand. There's a Grayson Waller Effect segment. Kevin Owens versus Solo. Ooh, honey, look at that castle. Beautiful castle in Scotland right now. Man. I believe this is a tape show. I tried to avoid spoilers as much as I could. Obviously, they're getting ready for the pay-per-view for tomorrow. I don't know when this was. Oh wow, that's so cool. I don't know when this was. When they did this, they might have done it earlier on in the day, and then it's being shown to us in the United States because they are in Scotland. So, yeah. Here comes Bayley.
What's up?
Hey, dude, what's up?
Oh, taking Lenny on a nice little stroll.
Nice.
Yeah, what you doing?
I am live right now.
You're live?
Yeah.
For what?
Smackdown.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Alright, well, don't let me interrupt the Smackdown.
I won't.
Do what you gotta do.
I won't. I just wanted to call you to see what you were doing. We'll talk later.
Yeah, what time are you done?
10.
Okay. Yeah, Kara's out right now, so I'm just watching Lenny.
Okay.
Right?
Alright, dude.
Alright, bro.
Bye. Fans are going crazy right now. And Chelsea Green is coming out. Yeah, I had an ex-girlfriend named Chelsea. My wife does not like that name. Huh? It's fine. Hope everyone is having a good Friday. Oh gosh. She's speaking. What hometown hero? Oh, Piper Niven, of course.
Are so lucky because you get to witness not one, but two crushing defeats this weekend. One will be tonight when, oh, there you are. I beat your little glowy girlfriend over there, Naomi. And next will be tomorrow at Clash of the Castle when my little Scottish thistle spicy margarita best friend, beautiful tag team partner, Piper Niven crushes you.
No.
And Bayley, since you're here listening,
Bayley said no.
to become yin
So Bailey on Naomi's side and Piper Niven on Chelsea Green's side. We'll see if there's any interference.
Kicking things off with Naomi one-on-one with Chelsea Green. As we mentioned during their entrance, will be tomorrow at Clash of the Castle, streaming live on Peacock. Bailey will defend her role against Piper Niven in unfamiliar territory, where Bailey's actually in enemy territory.
Got a tie-up right now. Crowd's going crazy. Crowd's chanting. Just like we're back in Backlash.
Right now it's about Naomi and Chelsea Green. Chelsea could be on the verge of the biggest opportunity of her career in becoming half of the WWE.
This crowd is rocking. I love these international crowds, especially the football enhanced countries. Very, very fun. Chelsea pleading, Naomi wanted none of that. Naomi looks like a marshmallow. Very colorful. What is she doing? She's off the... Oh, she's a unicorn? Yeah. The zebra, she looks like that zebra gum. Fruit stripe? Yeah. Oh yeah, I see your tail. I see your tail. No timeout. Chelsea's calling for a timeout. No timeout. Naomi go after her. Naomi about to go over the top. Oh, Chelsea just smacked her.
Yeah, as much as Chelsea Green is an irritant, she's damn good in the ring and she's in control right now. Can she put away
No,
Naomi?
Chelsea's not winning.
No, Bobby.
No. I just mirrored it when the doorbell went off and my dog's going crazy.
It's alright. Nobody's there. Nobody's home.
No, just us. Finn.
I know, Bobby. It's okay. It's alright.
So they're just looking at articles I can read about. CM Punk spotted in Scotland ahead of WWE Clash of the Castle. My prediction is Drew McIntyre is going to win the title tomorrow night, and CM Punk is going to appear. I don't know what they're going to do. They might have a face-off. They might have an altercation. There might be a battle, but something's going to happen. So, according to... who is this? Ringside News. WWE is gearing up for its third international premium live event, which is set to take place on Saturday, June 15th, tomorrow, at the OVO Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. The highly anticipated event is slated to feature the World Heavyweight Champion match pitted for current champion Damian Priest against Scotland's own Drew McIntyre. With McIntyre's enjoying overwhelming hometown support, the stakes are already high. However, looming in the background is a figure from McIntyre's past, CM Punk. Despite their history, Drew McIntyre has chosen not to actively pursue Punk after the previous WWE encounters. They want to keep Punk a surprise. He has been shown on TV for at least 3-4 weeks now. Recently, speculations arose when fans shared photos of CM Punk in Scotland, suggesting he might make his appearance in Clash. If Punk does decide to show up, it could have significant implications for McIntyre's championship aspirations. There's no aspirations. He's winning tomorrow night, and Punk's gonna, or who knows? Punk might, interfere, or distract the McIntyre, and then they might have a match at some point. Because does CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre need the title? No, it does not. We are back on SmackDown.
This is Friday Night Smackdown on Fox. You're watching one-on-one action between Naomi and Chelsea Green as we rapidly approach Clash of the Castle, streaming live tomorrow at WWE on Peacock. From the one-woman ministry of complaints in Chelsea Green has been showing for the past few minutes why she is an A-plus competitor when she gets her head down and focuses, which happens to be all too rare. In my opinion. To this point, Chelsea Green has been extremely effective, maintaining control through most of the break. Clothesline, considering a headlock of some sort. Oh, face first goes Naomi.
Naomi with these nice light up boots.
Desperate as Bayley is to get this audience behind Naomi, the damage perhaps is already done. Naomi sent to the neutral turnbuckle. Who answers with a kick right on the ear of Chelsea Green.
Sorry for not being on Wednesday for Dynamite and Monday Night Raw. I had some video capture difficulties on my webcam, but we're all good to go. For tonight and tomorrow, especially tomorrow with the pay-per-view, and then immediately following, I'm going to be with my buddy T for our Backstage Heist podcast. Whoa. Naomi with a tope suicida. Chelsea Green on the outside. She's beating her up.
Raining down rights on Ms. Green. What a momentum builder this would be for Bayley on the outside. If her friend Naomi can take a big chunk out of Chelsea Green here as Piper Nick in the challenger tomorrow looks on. Naomi perched on the very top turnbuckle. Body takes down Green. Naomi into the cover. Hooks the leg.
Too sweet. I wonder if AJ Styles is gonna get that chant from Backlash. He is truly phenomenal. We'll see. I loved that chant, man. That was so cool.
Bayley, who will defend her gold tomorrow. Will the atmosphere remain the same?
Ooh, Chelsea slammed Naomi down on the ground. She was on the turnbuckle. Chelsea going up to the top rope.
Completely legal. Showboat now as she climbs, however. Green now from the top.
Ooh, Chelsea drop kick to Naomi. Naomi down. Chelsea going for the pin. 1, 2 count. 2 count.
There was almost a look of surprise on the Chelsea. Another hook.
Chelsea with another hook.
Face when she connected.
Yeah, no, it was 2. Yeah, it was 2.
Naomi had the temerity to kick out. At this point in the match,
Oh, stop crying.
second-guessing yourself. You can see Piper Niven
Now you're gonna lose
staring a hole through
because you're
Chelsea.
distracted.
Certainly should not be having a temper tantrum when you've got someone like Naomi on the road.
Naomi with a counter.
Face first into the turnbuckle goes Naomi.
Well, here's the thing: you can't have both Chelsea and Bayley just shoved her feet off the ropes.
As for me, that's a disqualification.
If you're gonna have Chelsea lose and then Piper lose tomorrow night, Bayley and Piper are getting into it right now. And Chelsea's distracted. Chelsea's going for a kill switch. And Naomi with a backstabber and a pin. 1, 2, 3. Naomi won. I misspoke. So it looks like both these women are going to be losers. Very, very nice long entrance ramp. Rather than in the States, it's just a ramp. This is a long ways. Kind of like you would see at the Royal Rumble, that long zigzag ramp. That's what tonight's SmackDown is. All right, but last week Apollo Crews backstage got attacked. Nobody cares about Apollo. But Baron Corbin and Nick Aldis backstage. Baron Corbin looks in good shape. Ah.
What is this? Charity? You think this is a charity thing?
Humberto.
We'll pick this up another time. Thanks. Alright, first off, you're lucky that anything was even allowed in the building after the stun you pulled with Apollo last week.
Legado de Fantasma.
Seeing as you're here, I've got some good news for you. You were fined for that. I mean, it's up to you which one of you pays it, because if I remember, your stooges did your dirty work for you. But let me just say this. Next time, a fine will be the least of your worries. That's, yeah. Don't be so sensitive, Nick. A fine is a little steep. But I find that. Now, as far as Apollo, he must be okay. I mean, he's a tough guy. And I heard he's fine because he's good to go, right? He is good to go. In fact, he's cleared to compete. We'll see how long that lasts. Because I'm feeling generous. And I'm going to do you a favor. You know, for messing up your show. You tell Paul tonight. He's facing me.
Ooh, Santa versus Apollo? Okay. I guess. Grayson Waller Effect, special guest DIY up next. Alright. Commercial? Commercial? Commercial. So there was another article that I wanted to go over with everybody. We might save that for it because we've got 2 hours to spare. Let's see what else we got. Former WWE champion teases return with her new look. Who's teasing? Alexa Bliss's new look has sparked speculation about her return after a long hiatus. Could we see her with Uncle Howdy Group? I mean, we may or may not get another QR code tonight. I mean, the rumor is that they are showing up on Monday. There was a countdown clock. If we looked at the QR code on Monday, there was a countdown clock. I don't know if it was live in real time, depending on the timer. But tonight we will find out if there's anything else. Let's see. How The Rock orchestrated a WrestleMania comeback for the ages. The Rock says he and WWE are on the 1 yard line of creating the biggest match of all time at WrestleMania 41. This is from WrestleZone, and it was today at 12:31 p.m. The Rock is already putting out teasers for his next match at WrestleMania 41. WWE and Hollywood megastar The Rock recently spoke with ESPN when talked about his long-awaited return to the ring at WrestleMania 40, that was really fun. My friend T, who I'm doing a podcast with tomorrow, he saw him wrestle, and very, very lucky, because how many more times are we going to see him wrestle? Not many more. The Rock spoke about the intense training camp he went through leading up to his tag match with Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. Apparently, He got a ring sent to his home in Los Angeles and his home in Hawaii. Leading up to in quotations, leading up into WrestleMania, the training camp, the pressure, the expectations, the deliverability, everything. That quote kept coming back to my mind, which was, "I just want to go the distance," The Rock said, and going the distance meant I knew that we had almost an hour planned, which is a long fucking time. I also had something to prove to myself. It's always you versus you. So that's something to prove to myself so that I can do it. I can put the work in and put in the training camp and rely on my dance partners in the ring and Cody and Seth at Roman as we relied on each other. But yeah, I just want to go the distance. The training camp, as intense as it was, and as hard as it was, as physical it was, we still couldn't go 100%. Couldn't even go 75%. At times, I would go 50%, and the 50% is better than nothing. However, when you go 100% in the world of professional wrestling, especially when you have 45 minutes of a match that requires you to fight inside the ring, then outside the ring, and then into the crowd, there's nothing that could replicate that. I can understand going 50%, because if you're going 100%, especially at his age, wouldn't have lasted 45 minutes. We are back on SmackDown. I will continue the rest of this article during the next commercial. Yankees and Red Sox tomorrow. All right. We got Jade and Bianca right now. I really don't know where these tag titles are going. I mean, they're spotting them off. Oh my God, these girls are great, but where are they going with them? Well, I know where they're going with them. They're eventually going to split. Oh yeah, there's a triple threat tag match tomorrow. Great. Grayson Waller. Oh, we got a QR code. We got a QR code. This is not a drill. We got a QR code. Oh, my phone. What is going on? All right, there we go. How am I supposed to capture that? It's too quick. What are you doing?
Get it?
No, rewind it.
I thought you had already rewinded it.
No, I didn't. Oh, it said open in Chrome. Oh, I got it.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it. It is in real time. See that? It is in real time. So it says, you refuse salvation, the reckoning is inevitable. It is an actual countdown timer. Fun. I wonder who will take the tag titles off these guys.
Wow, what a warm welcome! Welcome to the Grayson Waller Effect!
Uh,
Hey, I'm a little confused. Where are all the good plants you always have? Austin, I wanted to bring the plants, but this place is so depressing, not even fake plants can grow here. Hold on, before you chant, I speak English, so I don't understand what you're saying. But let's get to the show. That's what the people pay to see. Are you ready?
no.
My guest tonight, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, DIY.
Let's fast forward. I really hope these guys lose it or stop being a tag team and become rivals. But then again, the tag team division is so depressing that they're a tag team, which is unfortunate.
No wonder I had a small chair, because you two act like children. That costs more than your whole paycheck, lad. That's a very expensive chair.
Listen, man, I see what you're doing. One chair for the two of us, but I'll tell you this. I don't play those games. No. But you are right about one thing. This is your show.
This is my show, the Grayson Waller
It says it right there, the Grayson Waller Effect. So what's that make him? Your secretary?
You know what? Hey, how about this? First of all, this show existed before our tag team. Do you know how expensive it would be to change the graphics, all the branding I put into this? That's ridiculous. It's impossible. But at the end of the day, we are a tag team. We are best mates. We are the tag team champions. I would take a bullet for this man. What? You said you'd take a bullet for him? I would. Just like he did last week, he sacrificed himself for me. I would do the same.
So he willingly sacrificed himself last week for you.
He did.
That's what happened?
That's what happened.
I think we have some footage we can look at.
No, we don't have time for footage.
Yeah.
No, we don't actually have
I
time.
think everyone here wants to see some footage.
Oh yeah, Austin Theory kind of messed him up in his match last week.
Hold on, take a look at it. Oh, there I am. Oh, Johnny Wrestling. What a move! That was awesome.
So Grayson is
I
so
go for a dive and oh! Wait a minute.
so Austin Theory sacrificed himself.
I think Austin Theory in the way.
Hey, who put that footage up?
The guy who beat John Cena in WrestleMania, you used as a human shield. What a great friend.
First of all, that was AI. That's not real footage, okay? And I'm not taking friendship advice from Tommaso Ciampa of all people. You know what you guys didn't show in that clip? Me beating you. Because that's what we do, right? We're champions for a reason. We do whatever it takes. Whatever it
Man,
takes.
I love your fake confidence. You know what I love even more? It's not every Friday night that we're in front of this Scotland crowd of crazy bastards. And I don't know, I might be wrong, but I don't think they came here to watch your stupid talk show.
What they come here for, Tomas?
I think they came here to see a fight. I think they came here to see a fight for those tag team titles. And I think they came here to see a fight for those tag team titles.
When?
Tonight.
What do you say?
Tonight.
Come on, you want to do it tonight?
Oh, no, I got this.
Daddy said you can't
Hey,
talk.
hey, hey. You think we're going to defend our championships in a place like Glasgow? Hey, even you flops know this is a hole. And I see what you're trying to do. You're just like everyone else. You want our tag team championships. You're trying to drive a wedge between us. It's not going to work.
You're right about one thing. DIY are coming for the WWE Tag Team Championships.
But when?
think everyone here is sick of hearing from you. I want to talk to you.
Gargano and Austin Theory face to
I've known you
face.
for a very long time, and we go way, way back. And I've always believed in Austin Theory, and I'm proud of what you've done on your own. That's why it kills me to see you like this, to see you now. Because, man, someone's got to tell you, he's using you. You don't need him.
Ooh. Grayson Waller didn't like that and slowed Johnny Gargano. They got all four men beating each other up. Ooh. Theory just stepped into a super kick. Is Grayson Waller a slime ball? Last week they're doing the bloodline from last week. This is the end of SmackDown last week.
Things started turning nasty there as the Street Profits, one by one, got laid out by the bloodline. Look at this standard behavior from this trio, but they really did say the worst.
So Sikoa powerbombing Kevin Owens, and that's what led to the end of SmackDown. So it looks like we're going to get a bloodline segment right now. Kevin Owens with a Eddie Guerrero shirt on. Street Profits with him.
You always have that. Remember the first time we won the Raw Tag Team Championships at Barclays? I do. We was there. Exactly. It's a great day. We share a lot of common. We don't SmackDown together. We all invited to the same cookouts. We're related. But one thing we all have in common, we can't stand the bloodline. Oh yeah, that's true. The worst.
Yeah, and we want to let you know, we got your back tonight again in that match against Solo, okay? Don't worry about that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Your back. What? We got your back. Hey, we got your back. We got your back. Hey, we got your back.
Santos Escobar. Apollo ain't winning. He's going back to catering for that last slice of blueberry pie. So, let's continue that article with The Rock, shall we? The Rock had nerves and anxiety before WrestleMania 40. I don't blame him. I mean, last time he wrestled was 11 years ago, 2013 against John Cena. I mean, just like when Stone Cold came back at 38, he asked himself, you know, the fans are going to remember me and all that stuff, and he just had the anxiety and the stress going through his veins and through his mind, and it's probably what The Rock was going through. When asked if he had any nerves about returning to the ring for the first time in almost a decade, The Rock admitted he was very nervous about it, but he knew he had to go out there and perform. I was very, and I quote, I was very nervous about it, and the anxiety level was a nice clip going in. And usually, if you have anxiety, you have nerves with something big like that you pour your heart and soul into, that you have to go out and you have to perform, and you get one shot, one take. That's it. Very true. If you have a pulse, you're going to have those nerves, and you're going to have your anxiety. Even in the world of fictionalized professional wrestling, you still have 75,000 people out there, and you still got to perform for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, sometimes an hour. I got out there, and it was the same thing. Regarding a potential return to the ring next year at WrestleMania 41, The Rock teased that they are on the 1 yard line when it comes to negotiating next year's event. We're on the 1 yard line to create the biggest WrestleMania match of all time, and the biggest WrestleMania of all time, and the biggest match of all time at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. Rock said, "I'll just leave it at that, final boss style." Didn't they say it was the biggest WrestleMania of all time for 40? Well, I mean Vegas, I guess with betting and whatnot, but apparently, if you guys don't know, The Rock got injured during one of his UFC movies that he was recently filming. He has like a golf ball sized inflammation on his elbow. Hopefully he didn't tear anything. I don't know. I'm just looking at the comments right now. Yeah, Rock vs. Stone Cold now. Now it's Rock vs. Roman. Sorry, burst your bubble, buddy. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, when are they going to start telling the story? I mean, you got the bloodline going on, tonight, with it's going to be Solo versus Kevin Owens. I wonder what's going to happen with that. You got Paul Heyman. He's distressed about, the craziness that the new bloodline is bringing with, basically running the asylum and beating everyone in their path. Solo Sikoa says, I've talked to Roman Reigns, and whatnot, but I really don't think he has, because I don't think Roman Reigns would stand for this attitude. There's a bigger power that's steering the ship for Solo Sikoa, and that is where we go with the WrestleMania 41 build, and we are back on SmackDown.
Get your tickets now for the ultimate event for all sports fans and collectors at fanaticsbet.com.
A beautiful shot of New York City. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory in the back. Bailey and Naomi walking into frame. Another QR code. Wow. Another QR code. I get it might be the same thing. We'll see. It might be the same QR code. Oh man. Excited for Monday. Got it. Blair Davenport. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same countdown. Blair Davenport was in frame.
Let her go. I just want to thank you honestly, because the last couple months I know it hasn't been
Cool.
easy to have my back, but you stuck by me. You're the best. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank me.
There's Chelsea, oh boy.
Because come tomorrow, it's gonna be all ours.
You're not winning. Oh, Piper Niven just beating both girls. I had no idea what you said.
Claiming her territory prior to the matchup tomorrow at Clash.
Crickets. Sorry, Apollo, no one gives a shit.
Big opportunity tonight for Apollo Crews for revenge. But tonight, Friday Night Smackdown is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. When last week Apollo Crews was scheduled to face Angel of Legado del Fantasma, as we saw earlier in the night, a backstage attack prevented that match from taking place. What is going through Apollo's mind right now as he prepares to square off with Santos Escobar?
So Apollo's career has been in the doldrums for the past 12 months or so. It's not been going well. He was a prominent goldfish in the recent draft here on Smackdown for a fresh start. A couple of weeks ago, he has his first match back, wants to get off on the right foot, loses the match thanks to interference from Legado del Fantasma. Then, as you mentioned, a week later gets attacked by them. So these guys of Legado del Fantasma have completely ruined whatever momentum Apollo Crews was supposed to do. This is payback.
Off of the opening bell,
Apollo Crews with a belly to belly early on.
Escobar overhead belly to belly suplex. Wait. Apollo Crews, a former Intercontinental and United States champion in WWE.
100%. I have no doubt whatsoever in the ability and potential of Apollo Crews. He's got to get back on the right track. Because right now, the locker room view Apollo Crews as a soft target. He's your go-to guy if you want to attack somebody. If you want to stop that, his puncher attack is in the mouth.
Santos Escobar certainly never afraid to mix it up inside the ring. There's last luchador.
I'll tell you this much, Santos Escobar, one of the smartest men in the industry, the highest in-ring IQ of them all.
Humberto and Angel distracting Apollo. He just got taken on the outside by Santos.
He's got two other world-class luchadors standing by his side, Angel and Humberto, and one of the most twisted minds in the game, the dangerous Electra Lopez.
Who's coming out? The fuck is that? Oh, come on, dude. There's a match going on. Baron Corbin's coming out because he was interrupted backstage.
Check out this power from Crews. Standing moonsault, hooks the leg, this could do it. Escobar escapes. Apollo Crews versus Santos continues.
Oh, commercial. Alright. So let's see. Other than that countdown. There was an interesting article that I read this morning regarding The Undertaker on his podcast. From WrestleTalk.com. The Undertaker gives his honest thoughts on Tony Khan in AEW. WWE Hall of Famer Undertaker has given his thoughts on AEW and Tony Khan running the company. AEW has been active for 5 years now, in which the company has seen a lot of highs as well as a number of lows. AEW signed various big names from WWE in their existence, such as Adam Copeland, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, all with Tony Khan at the helm. Speaking on his 6 Feet Under podcast, The Undertaker gave his honest thoughts on Tony Khan and the company and whether Tony is the right man for the job. He said, and I quote, "Hopefully one day AEW gets their crap together and geniusly creates some competition. That's probably not a popular take from most WWE insiders, but from the way I look at it, competition is only going to make you better." Still in quotations. I don't think there is really true leadership and there is a true leader in the locker room I have nothing against the man, but I don't know if Tony Khan is the guy to run the company. His heart is in a good place and he wants to do something, but I don't know if he has the acumen to run the wrestling company against the juggernaut that is WWE. I could be wrong. There was that one time I was wrong. Laughs. And it's still in quotations. I hope they do get it together and we do have some competition. It's better for the wrestlers. It's better for the audience, the fans, everything. Yet people say AEW wants to die. And that's pretty much what he said. Back on SmackDown. We'll get back to my opinion on that on the next commercial.
Yeah, I mean, there was that brief moment where Apollo took control thanks to the intervention of Baron Corbin here at ringside, who chased away the rest of Legado del Fantasma. But immediately back on offense is the Emperor of Lucha Libre.
Santos into the cover, hooks the leg of Apollo Crews. Oh, wait, if you're watching this match, if you're general manager, get all this. What are you looking for out of both of these superstars?
I mean, this is the place.
So it looks like we're getting a little tease here. We're gonna get Santos versus Baron Corbin at some point.
In the ring right now are capable of going all the way to the very top here on SmackDown. But right now they've got to build some momentum and get some victories behind.
Beautiful tilt-a-whirl backbreaker executed by Santos Escobar, continuing to wear down Apollo Crews.
SummerSlam tickets on sale now in Cleveland. I will be live for that as well.
Scotland beginning to rumble, trying to rally Apollo Crews forward in this matchup.
So we got 2 p.m. tomorrow, Clash of the Castle, 2 p.m. right here. I'm going to be live for that. Bash in Berlin 2024. I believe that's August 30th. So 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Crews able to string together a series of offensive maneuvers into the German suplex.
Apollo Crews right now doing a round of German suplexes to Santos Escobar right now. Pulling out his former Kurt Angle / Chris Benoit right now. Santos countered.
Crews connect to another clothesline, and Apollo beginning to roll.
Cogs are whirring in the mind of Escobar, trying to get himself out of this predicament.
Covered by Crews.
Problem being there may well be no exit from an Apollo Crews in a rare form like this.
Next level power possessed by the former United States and Intercontinental Champion Apollo Crews, who would love to get himself back into championship contention, as would Santos Escobar.
Power and timing, high flying. Apollo Crews literally can do everything you need in that ring. But getting the W is what it's all about here.
What they say,
Santos goes Santos up top.
Escobar first up top. Crews able to put the brakes on for now.
In dangerous territory up top right now. Apollo's countering.
Prying away the arm of Escobar.
Ooh.
From the Emperor of Lucha Libre.
What's Apollo gonna do?
Crews now from the top, lining up the target. Escobar got the knee up.
Jumping knee, perfect timing from Escobar right to the solar plexus of a flying Apollo Crews. From the outside now, there is panic on the face of Lamandry.
I don't care how many muscles you have, you get kneed in the sternum like that, you draw all the wind out of your body, as Apollo Crews just experienced firsthand.
Hitting the reset button on the front, the whole body just shuts down, takes about 30 seconds to start moving.
Now planting their feet, trading right hands. In the center of the ring with Escobar getting the best of the exchange for the moment. Pop up, looking for the Samoan driver. Definitely driver by Crews. That's gonna do it. Look at the leg. And no, somehow Santos survives.
How deep is the playbook of Apollo Crews? Every time you see him, he pulls out new methodologies, new moves.
Baron Corbin is being a bit concerned. Here comes Angel and thrown up back again.
And Humberto and oh man, Baron Corbin's taking out Humberto and Angel real quick. Uh-oh. Lopez just Lopez just did Apollo Crews dirty. So much interference in this match. I can't wait for SmackDown to get off Fox. Now we're gonna go to Cody and AJ right now. We might go to last Friday when Cody was waiting for him in the parking lot. Yep, going backstage from last week right now.
I don't know how you feel. I got played by AJ too. At this point in time in my career, I just can't go to the back of the line. So instead of being the phenomenal AJ Styles, maybe I stay at home and be a phenomenal father. But before I go, I called you out here to hand you the keys. Thank you very much, AJ Styles. This is making me sick to my stomach. It was a plan all along. You ever seen the American Nightmare this irate? Cody Rhodes is looking for a fight. AJ Styles, get your ass to this ring right now! I want the WWE Championship at Clash at the Castle. You got it. But AJ, I am going to make you say what you should have said last week. I quit. Rhodes said let's do it, and I quit that. But Cody doesn't want to wait. Rhodes running on emotion right now.
Cody coming out of the dressing room with his title. Commercial.
This isn't what real.
So going back to what The Undertaker said about Tony Khan, I went to the October 2nd, 2019 first episode of Dynamite. I didn't know anyone there except for Chris Jericho, Jon Moxley, Cody Rhodes. I knew no one. Over the weeks I got to know them, and I enjoyed the show week after week after week. And after the first episode, slowly but surely, there was story. Story happened week after week after week. Stories were building. Pay-per-view matches were, building. I was there for Full Gear in Baltimore in 2019. The stories kept building for the next pay-per-view and the next pay-per-view. Even though AEW had 4 pay-per-views, they continued to tell story before the pay-per-views happened. And then a couple years after that, they started making new pay-per-views and building story upon those. CM Punk came into the company in 2021, and I have nothing bad to say about CM Punk. I've been a fan of his ever since I saw him in 2006 when it was the WCW or WWE and ECW little battle there. CM Punk came in and said, "I am CM Punk. I am the best in the world." He had his "This Fire Burn" theme, but what CM Punk said after he unfortunately got fired from the company when Tony Khan did nothing to, with Jack Perry and CM Punk. CM Punk literally said, "Fix this right now with Jack, what's going on with Jack Perry." And Tony Khan said, "Well, what do you want me to do?" "I don't know, Tony. Why don't you be a boss and handle it? I mean, everyone respects you. You're such a nice guy, but the problem is you're a nice guy, and people are going to walk all over you." And that's exactly what CM Punk did. He quit AEW. I don't know. He got fired, quit. But what Punk said on the Ariel Helwani podcast is Tony Khan likes this mentality of indie wrestling. And they're not going to make the big bucks. And he's not. He's a fan first and a boss second. And it's not how it's not how a boss should act. He should be a boss first and a fan second. But apparently it's the other way around. SmackDown's back on. We'll get to it later. They're showing a lot of...
Tonight's Friday Night Smackdown on Fox is sponsored by Progressive. Glasgow is not
What's so funny?
a group of people who are excited about Clash of the Castle.
Oh, there's Andrade.
Superstars are in the house experiencing the proceedings of this weekend. There you see Andrade, the new WWE Speed Champion.
I don't care about speed, dude. Oh God, they got the homosexuals on TV right now. Here comes Cody. If they want to build the tag team division, why don't they put the Kit Wilson and the other guy? Why don't they just put them in the mix? And that's why I explained earlier that the tag team division is not what it is, because where are all these tag teams? They're not on TV. Elton Prince, that's his name. No fireworks. I think. Wow, some kid has got Cody attire on right now with the. Wow.
Cody Rhodes is all smiles tonight, but I assure you, tomorrow comes Clash of the Castle.
So we got the Undisputed WWE Championship match, the I Quit match tomorrow, but because it's in Glasgow, Drew McIntyre is main eventing that show, and after that match, we're gonna see Punk for sure.
From the sounds of things, Glasgow is more than ready for another memorable showdown. From the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes and the phenomenal AJ Styles, one of the best to ever do.
Fans are singing this song. Let's see if we hear it. Let's see if we hear it. Let's see if we hear the fans. Nope. Might hear it tomorrow, though. Because this is a taped show. WWE edits everything, you know.
So, Glasgow, what do you want to talk about?
Talk about your match tomorrow, Cody.
A few weeks ago, I actually thought that AJ Styles would retire. Any of us who have the distinction, the honor, the privilege of standing in this ring, we don't want to be that guy. That guy who overstays his welcome. That guy that just needs one more match, one more run. Unfortunately, AJ, you're starting to look like that guy.
There's the crowd. Cody Rhodes.
That's Earth, Wind and Fire. And I know that because Regal's a massive fan.
AJ Styles, though, he has been given the task, the impossible task of making me say the words,
I quit. Well, here comes AJ.
wow, Cody. You're really worked up about this, aren't you? It's kind of funny. It was really that easy to get you this worked up. All I had to do was pretend I was going to retire, and you lose your cool. AJ! Let me ask you a question. Why are you so far away? I thought we were supposed to have a little conversation. So why don't you leave Horace and Jasper behind and get in this ring?
I didn't want 101 Dalmatians.
Man to man.
Well, Cody does have a dog, so it makes sense. Let's hope they're not trying to steal him. Does that make AJ Styles Cruella DeVille?
You want to talk man to man? Well, Cody,
Live and loud. They got us. They got an odometer. It's about 88, 87 right now. 92. What were we at, a baseball game? Football game? It's going to be a lot louder tomorrow because, again, this is a live or a taped show, but crowd's still lively. Tomorrow's gonna be even crazier.
We are nothing alike, you know that, right? Let me remind you and everyone else that it took me 17 years to climb the ladder to get to WWE. They welcomed you with open arms. They couldn't wait to make Cody Rhodes a star.
Yeah, they're dialing in on the crowd noise right now. They're playing with that knob.
The WWE. Oh, you didn't like that? I got news for you. He also quit New Japan Pro Wrestling. Doesn't stop there. You quit Ring of Honor. This man right here helped start up a company.
AEW.
And you quit it too. They said, Cody, you can't handle the pressure. What's that old saying? When the going gets tough, Cody Rhodes gets going.
You're right, AJ. I have made some big decisions in my career. I walked away. I walked away from WWE. I walked away from New Japan. I walked away from Ring of Honor. My buddies and I started somewhere else, and I walked away there too. The truth is, I have never been afraid to walk away to chase something greater. I did not quit. I did not quit. Instead, I bet on myself that I was something more. I gambled on myself, and AJ, I was right. If I had quit, I would not be standing here holding the North Star of the WWE, the most important title in the entire game. I would not be standing here WWE champion. You're someone that I idolized my entire career. You did things right. You did things honorable. If anybody quit, you quit on yourself. Because what did it take to get a WWE Championship rematch? You had to pretend to be Mark Henry for a night, huh? If anything, the phenomenal one has become a resentful coward. And that is a bitter pill to swallow. But I have no problem shoving that pill down your throat and making you say the words, I quit!
You see how natural it is for you to say these words? I quit. It's natural for you. I can't quit being phenomenal. Damn, Cody, don't you know? My family would rather have me at home. They're tired of me putting my body on the line, night after night after night. But I'll tell you, these people in Glasgow, the whole WWE universe, the same thing I told them. I am done when I say I'm done. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, Cody. It's not. I saw you in Hell in a Cell against Seth Rollins with a torn pec. You didn't quit. I realize that. But you're not going to be in the ring with Seth Rollins you're going to be in the ring with a phenomenal AJ Styles. And I am going to do whatever it takes to get that WWE Championship. And if that means beating you to a bloody pulp, tearing you to pieces, whatever it is that I got to do to beat you so badly that saying I quit will be like a gift to you, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Look in the eyes of AJ Styles, man. That's not a man ready to call it a career. That was like a man ready to dethrone the kingpin of WWE.
Two men whose careers can be defined by a refusal to quit. One of them will have to quit tomorrow night in the I Quit match.
Well, let's send it backstage right now to our very own Jackie Kelly.
Thanks so much, Corey. I'm standing by with the Street Profits and B-Fab, and you guys so kindly offered to help out Kevin Owens earlier, but that also means that you voluntarily inserted yourselves into the Bloodlines business. Was that the plan all along, or is that something that you...
What do you mean? Of course we started ourselves to Kevin Owens business.
Kathy, the point is,
Huh.
we're not about to let the bloodline.
Bloodline's attacking him right now. Bloodline is attacking the Street Profits. Staff getting involved. Nick Aldis. There's Kevin Owens coming down the stairs. Kevin Owens wants him.
Exclusively.
Alright, we are commercial time. WWE Speed. I think Andrade, Andrade is the champion. I really don't care for this 3-minute match just because we get enough of that on weekly television as it is. So go back to what I was saying about Tony Khan. He's a fan first and a boss second. That's not how it should be. He needs to be a boss first and a fan second. What did we learn on Wednesday? What did we learn on Wednesday night? What was the final image from Wednesday? Actually, I don't even know because I stopped. I saw it was Rey Fenix versus Will Ospreay, and I turned off the match because I had a feeling that there would be no aftermath of the match, and there would just be Will Ospreay standing tall, and then the show would go off air. I'm not saying that happened, but from the week before, Swerve Strickland won his match, and he raised his hand in victory and started dancing with a grandma. Where is the soap opera that I was accustomed to being a wrestling fan when I was younger? What is getting me to say, oh, I can't wait to watch next Wednesday because of this storyline or that storyline? There's really nothing going on in AEW except for Tony Storm, Mariah May, and Mia. There's really nothing much going on, and that's a problem. I mean, we're sure we got the angle for the Blood and Guts match, but Tony Khan got injured like 2 months ago, and then the Elite took over. Kazuchika Okada came in. He won his title. The Bucks won their titles. I guarantee you Jack Perry's winning the TNT Championship. So with the match with the Elite versus the Team AEW, where's the story in this match? Well, that's a problem because if you remember at WrestleMania 40, Triple H, during one of the press conferences, said it best. He said, if you tell the good stories, they will come. The fans will come. You see pictures online of, people in attendance taking pictures of AEW, the arenas, and there are not a lot of seats being sold out. 2,000 seats being sold in a 10,000, person arena. Why is that? Because the show is at a low right now. I'm sure it will pick back up eventually, but there's got to be something. Something's got to give. Tony Khan is really good at putting on pay-per-views, people claim it as Mr. Pay-Per-View, and if he can take the formula of a pay-per-view and stamp it on every single Dynamite, every single Collision, that's a recipe for success. And secondly, I do like how AEW is now taking stuff that happened on Collision and putting on Dynamite, putting stuff on that happened on Dynamite and Collision. These shows need to bleed into one another so people are informed of what's happening. Shayna Baszler's on the TV and Zoe Stark.
You're going to experience pure dominance when you step into the ring. The two of the most heartless.
So as we know, it's going to be a triple threat tag match. We got Jade and Bianca, Zoe and Shayna Baszler, and we got the Witch Girls from Glasgow, Scotland.
The new WWE Women's Tag Team.
They're not winning. I'm sorry.
WWE Clash at the Castle is sponsored by Gin and Juice, a ready-to-drink cocktail by Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg's new premium spirit brand. Named after Snoop's iconic song Gin and Juice, produced by Dr. Dre. We, of course, will do our best to keep you updated on the medical conditions
Indy Hartwell. Wait. No, that's Michin. I'm sorry. Tiffany Stratton on commentary.
By none other than the center of the universe, Miss Tiffany Stratton herself. Tiffany, welcome to ringside.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
What an absolute honor to
Nia Jax versus Michin right now.
join us at the desk. Thank you, Tiff. I'm ready for some Tiffy time.
I'm ready too. Let's do this.
You guys can't watch right now, but Nia does not have her crown on. I mean, why would she? She's in a match right now. But they are announcing her as Queen of the Ring, which is cool. Are they gonna cut her from slipping from last week? Nope. They kept it. They kept her slipping. Wow, Michin should have waited for Nia Jax to step a little bit closer and then propelled herself outside the ring because she almost missed her.
Continuing the onslaught. But Wayne, we went through the trouble of having Miss Tiffany Stratton join the desk because I know you've got a lot on your mind. I am legally obligated to sit between you two. Have that.
So, Tiffany, let me ask you.
Michin on the offense
You were making
in the corner.
Nia Jax to join and form a unit together. There's a lot to admire about Nia Jax, clearly. What is it about Nia Jax that makes you want to link up with her?
I mean, she is so confident. She's at the top of the women's division, and she is the queen
Michin,
of the ring.
you're
Why would I
botching.
want to align myself with her?
I would suggest probably anyone would, but let me ask
Oh,
you.
Michin hits eat the feet. Nia staggering out of the ring.
Let me ask you this, Tiffany,
Wow.
while I still can. Nia Jax has never played well with others.
Tiffy, you're on commentary. Tiffany Stratton just threw water on. Oh. Tiffany Stratton just threw water on Michin. No, she threw her over the commentary desk.
No way to treat an announcer.
Oh my God!
Ooh.
Like running into a brick wall. Jax continuing the onslaught. Michin took her eye off the
Uh-oh, she's going for the Annihilator. Here we go. Is she done? 1, 2, 3. Well, that was quick.
Squashing time continuing here on SmackDown. Wow.
Now remember, Nia Jax has a title shot at SummerSlam. Kevin Owens coming out of the training room.
Sorry to bother you, but can I possibly get an update on the status of the Street Profits?
Yeah, it doesn't look like the Street Profits are going to be able to have my back after all. But That's okay. I fought the bootleg bloodline by myself before. I'll just do that again.
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
Thank you for the time, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Up next, LA Knight and Logan Paul. Looks like we're going to get some promo video packages. That's fine. Are we looking at a SummerSlam match? I think so. I don't mind that. But yeah, Tony Khan, going back to that for the third time. Yeah, Tony Khan needs help. I don't know what it's going to take. I know Tony needs to step down. Obviously, Tony needs creative writers. He's assisted Christopher Daniels as his right-hand VP. You know, he basically talks to him about, upcoming, matches and whatnot. He's his right-hand man. But I don't think that's enough. You can have other authority, but it's the creative that is suffering right now. Back in March, AEW had some of the best creative that it's ever seen in its 5-year span. And then after I believe it was Destiny or Dynasty, the creative went away, and just it was random match after random match after random match. No stories, no nothing. We're like, what happened to that team? A lot of the podcasters out and YouTubers out there are saying the same thing. I mean, some people are praising that AEW can do no wrong and they're fine, but they're not. They're really not. I mean, attendance is low, ratings are low, people aren't buying tickets to go see the product. I mean, World's End in December, it's going to be in Orlando. I mean, I'm considering. I mean, if the shows are going the way they're going right now, I am not going. I went to Dynamite 200 last August in Tampa. I went to the first episode of Dynamite. World's End in December. If the shows keep going the way they're going, I'm not going to the show. And I've been a fan of AEW since its inception. That's a problem. Even for a fan like me, you got Chris Jericho out here saying, I'm the learning tree. If you're doing that gimmick because of the title, the FTW for the world title, that's fine. But people call it cringy, and there are other people that say it's great. It might have been Jericho's idea, but it's not rolling with the fans. And with Tony Khan, he thrives on the negativity, and he wants to, better the doubters, he takes the negativity and he thrives on it. But he's got to look at the positives, but he's got to look at the negatives. He has to look at the feedback and turn it around, but he just ends up tweeting that the product is great. I mean, I understand you want to make your company seem great, as a marketing point, but if you're not dishing out the product in the way that the fans want, what's the problem? We are back on SmackDown. It looks like there was a post show this morning.
Showed up in full force as we knew they would. And this is also your chance to shop the
Or pre-show, I'm sorry.
WWE's Clash of the Castle Scotland merchandise. We're talking about replica championship titles, superstar apparel, signed memorabilia, and
Clash of the Castle kickoff earlier today. Clash of the Castle Superstore, now through Sunday. Huh. Ah, the Tetris match.
We came out to Pasadena, the Classic Tetris World Championships. Unfortunately, I did not come home with the victory. I got my ass handed to me by a group of 14-year-olds. These kids are incredible. But everyone knows I like to experiment. Today my experiment failed. Regardless, I'm going to go back to doing what I do best, and that is beating up your favorite WWE superstars. See you next time.
Ciao. Earlier today, Logan Paul arriving to Glasgow.
Brother, good to be back. Home sweet home. Yo, your boy from LA is here?
Wait, that was from...
Your boy
That's
from LA is here.
California. Never mind.
What you mean, my boy from LA? You said he's your boy? LA? He's from LA? He's in the pool right now? Hold on. What? Nah.
LA Knight's in his pool.
How did you get past the gate? Grab security right now. And by the way, tell me he's fired. But grab him last job. Bro, get out of my house. Get out of my pool. Yeah. All right, I'll see you next week. Yeah. No. Too far. Too far. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta go. Bro, let's go. You should have been here earlier. We're gonna have a good old time. All right, yeah. We go. Let me just wrap this. I gotta dry. I'm not getting my shoes, all this stuff. Something. Hold on. I don't know who you think you did. I was trying to
LA Knight looks like a lifeguard.
Great time, but I get home. You said the thing about Aladdin. I appreciate that because I can show you the world. I'll start next week in Chicago. I'll see you there, champ. Yeah. I see you in Chicago, bro. Yeah. Came to my home with his catchphrases. Unbelievable. And bring that U.S. title with you. Yeah. Way too far.
Yeah, how did LA Knight get in at Logan Paul's home and get into his swimming pool? It's a mystery. I never was good at Tetris anyway. And then there was that one game with because you had that ball that would drop, so you had the meter here and it would move, and the ball would drop, it would ping, and then hit the little square dots, and they would disappear. I was pretty good at that, but Tetris, that was rough.
Hey, you know it's true. He flew all the way to Puerto Rico just so we can swim in Logan's pool and let off that weak-ass Aladdin line. LA,
What?
we thought you cooked, but check the temp. It was medium rare, trash, just like you.
I enjoy medium rare. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Hey, some dudes will just do anything for clout, huh? 3 weeks begging for an opportunity. You know what the difference is between me and you, LA? I don't chase opportunities. Opportunities chase me. Hey, okay,
Who's this guy in the background?
I already have an opportunity to qualify for Money in the Bank next week. So I'll never have to beg for an opportunity like LA Knight. Hey, and y'all
Fans don't like that.
when I win that, not only will I be him, but I'll be one step closer to being Mellow in the Bank.
Okay. So we got Jay White, Jay Uso, and now we got Carmelo in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Two contenders I actually wouldn't mind seeing go face to face. Solo Sikoa with the bloodline in the background right now, the backstage, I should say. Think all this.
Based on what I just saw, I'm pleased to inform you that you are barred from ringside.
All right.
And if I see either one of you, you're all suspended.
Nice. The bloodline suspended from ringside. There's Paul Heyman.
Accept this counsel from
You want Roman chance.
You are out there by yourself against Kevin Owens. Solo, if you lose this match, you lose your leadership position against guys that don't respect leadership to begin with.
No, wise man.
You're wrong. If I lose this match, I'm coming after you.
Ooh. If I lose this match, I'm coming after you. And Paul Heyman did not like that. The betrayal look on his face. Oh my gosh. And we all know Roman's right hand man is Roman Reigns. So if this, if Solo loses this match, he comes after Paul Heyman, and it's going to snowball into Roman coming back eventually. Now the question is, when is Roman coming back? I mean, we could all say, oh man, it'd be great if Roman Reigns came back at SummerSlam. Um, I feel that's a little early. I mean, we are in June. We're looking at a month and 3 weeks from SummerSlam. I mean, Roman, he was a champion for 4 years. He's getting all this time off, which people say, oh, he only worked like so many pay-per-views and so many matches, but you got to think of all the work that you put into your body. You're on the road all the time. It's very tiring. So the amount of time that Roman's has off with it, to be with family and whatnot is great. But as far as the storyline is going, we'll see what happens tonight. If Solo loses, I mean, if he loses, he's going after Paul Heyman, which would in turn would signal Roman coming back sooner. But if Kevin Owens wins, then I don't know. I guess they're going to continue their domination, and Roman will come back at a later time. I'm liking tonight's SmackDown so far. LA Knight is really getting under Logan Paul's skin. He just lost a match at the Tetris match with 14-year-old boy. He comes home to his house. Security tells him, "Oh, you got your friend friend from LA here." He's in his pool. He wants nothing to do with that. Look, it's really under his skin. Will there be a match at SummerSlam? Definitely. It's going to be Logan Paul versus LA Knight for the Universal US title at SummerSlam, but SummerSlam is in Cleveland. Logan Paul is from Cleveland. So, do you put the title on LA Knight from a hometown hero that's Logan Paul? But the problem with, Logan Paul being a hometown hero, he's a heel. And, I mean, heels make really good champions, but, I don't know. I mean, just like with AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles losing that last match. Could we see a second title match between LA Knight and Logan Paul if LA Knight loses? Maybe, but if they really want to give LA Knight his due and a really good shine, give him the title at SummerSlam, because he lost it. He has lost his Universal Championship match at the Royal Rumble. We're back on SmackDown.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guests, Alpha Fire and Isla Dawn.
Here come the Witch Girls.
Reunion of Alpha Fire and Isla Dawn have the opportunity tomorrow, Ray, to become WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Completely dominated the tag scene in NXT, winning gold there, taking out every single team and effectively obliterating an entire tag division.
I remember seeing these girls at NXT Halloween Havoc. That's really the only time I watch NXT, during the Halloween episode. Every year I watch it. I remember they were there.
Listen, tomorrow night you are in a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. The biggest match of your career. What is going through your mind right now?
Well, Jackie, I can tell you exactly what's going through our minds. That is tomorrow night, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn make history right here in Glasgow, Scotland.
No, that's going to Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry.
And do you really think we came all the way home just to come home? No. Someone can stop us because tomorrow
No one can stop you. How about Jade and Bianca?
Women's Tag Team Champions at Clash at the Castle.
We will find out if the unholy union's prophecy holds true tomorrow here at the Hydro at WWE Clash at the Castle. Because Alba
And there's the
Fire
graphic.
will be one of two teams.
We have Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, Zoe Stark, and Shayna Baszler versus the champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Now, when Jade Cargill and Bianca win this match, what's next? I don't know. There's the graphic for Sami Zayn and Chad Gable, Intercontinental Champion. Who's winning? I don't know. This is a very unpredictable match. Bayley versus Piper Niven, WWE Women's Championship match. Bayley's winning. There's no doubt about it, even though Piper is the hometown. And then the big one, McIntyre versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight title. McIntyre is winning. 100%. And the Judgment Day is barred from ringside. Not that I'm saying that would make a difference. And then we have the Undisputed WWE Championship match. The I Quit match, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. Cody's winning that match. It's going to be a banger. So Sikoa. I did catch there was a Sami Zayn podcast with somebody, but he does like the formula of lesser matches on pay-per-views because it makes the matches more special. That's pretty much. I mean, it was a little bit. There was a conversation, but that was the gist of it. It made the matches feel more special than if you had 8 matches in one night. But he's got, a good 5 matches. It makes the matches feel special. Also, he really, really enjoyed the Johnny Knoxville match at WrestleMania 38. He had a lot of fun. But, yeah, Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, that's going to be saved for Monday. We'll see how that storyline goes, but as right now, we got Solo Sikoa coming to the ring. I don't know if there's going to be a commercial, but... He's got a Scotland 316 shirt on, which is nice. Oh, he's got this Stone Cold shirt on with the skull on the back. He will never forget that moment. That was a fun match. WrestleMania 38, him versus Stone Cold. Yep, Stone Cold's making his money for sure. He was going for a bowling ball, but Solo out of the way. Ooh, yeah, Kevin Owens is taking charge right now. He's really beating him up. After what they all did to the they all did to the Street Profits, he's really pissed. Ooh, just hit him over the head with a prime bottle. Paul Heyman is on the sidelines right now. Frog splash. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, he did. Now, with this momentum that Kevin Owens is having, is it going to run out of steam and is Solo going to win this match? We know Wrestling 101, if the opponent is really, really beating it to the other person, the opposite opponent is winning that match. But that would mean that Solo's winning, and he's not going to go after Paul Heyman, which will keep Roman off television for a couple more weeks, at least one more month. But we'll see. But yeah, tomorrow at 2 p.m. That should be a really fun pay-per-view. And then July, Money in the Bank, I think, in England. And then August is Bash in Berlin. September, I don't know. October, obviously Halloween Havoc on NXT. November is Survivor Series. December, nothing. January, Royal Rumble. So we're looking at, on the main roster, 3 more pay-per-views? Three to 4 more pay-per-views. That's fine. Yeah, we'll see what happens on Monday. Obviously, the pay-per-views tomorrow night, so Monday should be a good show. We're going to see the aftermath of the Intercontinental Championship. We're going to see the aftermath of Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. And the big one. We've seen the QR codes. We know that there is a countdown clock. Uncle Howdy is making his debut with the Wyatt 6 on Monday. It's a live timer in real time, and we will see the rumored Wyatt 6. Maybe Dexter Lumis, maybe Joe Gacy, Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss. I don't know, and obviously Bo Dallas as the ringleader. But I've seen Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy and Eric Rowan. But Joe Gacy I'm really interested in seeing on the main roster. I saw a couple of his matches in NXT. Or back on SmackDown. And then Dexter Lumis, he hasn't been seen on TV for a little bit, so I'm excited to see him back on TV. All right, we're back on SmackDown. Kevin Owens going for another bowling ball, so Sikoa rolls out of the ring.
Sikoa has been on the back foot from the very beginning. It does not pay to enrage the prize fighter, Kevin Owens, and finally, Solo Sikoa.
Ooh. Solo Sikoa just slammed Kevin Owens into the steel steps. Now Solo Sikoa is taking control. Crowd going crazy.
What stood out to me, Wade, I'm sure the same rings true with you, was how Solo outright threatened the wise man Paul Heyman prior to this match. Solo said, if I don't win this match, I'm coming after you. In all of his years as the wise man, do you ever recall anyone threatening
Solo said, stay down.
Roman never did that. Paul Heyman has always been an asset to anyone he's managed, for anyone he's advised, anyone he's been the wise man for. Solo Sikoa seems to be a man who, as the name would suggest, likes to make decisions on a solo basis. And the sword of Damocles is now hanging over the head of Paul Heyman.
Take another look at the incredible impact on the back elbow from Solo, putting Kevin Owens down. Still plenty of fight left.
Say what you want about Solo Sikoa's attitude, his behavior. How impressive is somebody who can take the kind of beating that KO threw at Solo Sikoa for about 7 or 8 minutes and seemingly be fine at this point.
Look out! KO certainly not fine after that. Backing it up in the corner. But wait, the fact is, everything that we have been told about Solo Sikoa since his arrival in WWE has been proven true. He earned the title of the Street Champ to become the enforcer, as we see the uncomfortable look washing over the face of the wise man yet again. Solo was once named the tribal heir, the next head of the table. And Solo now
Ooh, Kevin Owens with a DVD.
so successfully.
Two-man now running on fumes. KO is the one who is needing that breathing room. He's got it, but can he make it count?
Solo hits the wall once too often and pays for it in the form of a DDT by Owens.
These are just two identical fighters with completely different heritages, both built to throw caution to the wind, absorb maximum abuse, and keep swinging until there's no life left in their bodies.
A true blue heavyweight fight tonight in Glasgow, and here comes Owens. T-shirt and stripes, reminiscent of a very famous rattlesnake we all know very well.
The thing about Kevin Owens, when he finds that second wind, it's always more devastating than the first.
Owens standing Solo up and delivering a clothesline, but Solo still on his feet. Oh!
Two big boys throwing heavy leather.
Ooh.
And Owens gets the best of
Kevin Owens knocked him down.
You can almost see the adrenaline beginning to pulse through Kevin Owens, feeding off of the energy of the WWE Universe, but Solo just one step ahead.
Two men in a fight for their lives this evening. Strategy completely out the window from the very word go. Fight on instinct. Fight on whatever you have in your soul.
Owens desperately flailing on the top turnbuckle. Able to connect with a few short jabs right under the eye of Solo.
Kevin Owens on the offense on the top turnbuckle. About to do a DDT. Ooh. 1, 2. Solo kicked out.
Right to the top of the cranium of the new
Paul Heyman's heart skipped a beat.
I think it hurt Paul Heyman even more.
Paul Heyman, the wise man on the outside, understandably beside himself after the warning from Solo before this
Whoop.
match. And
Solo with a Samoan drop.
That could do it. Cover by Solo.
I am increasingly worried about Paul Heyman's blood pressure. What a roller coaster this man has been on in recent weeks.
Right now, you can imagine Heyman has got to be the biggest Solo Sikoa fan on God's green earth.
Heyman has
We want tables?
and if Solo, of course, would take it, now is the time.
Solo is considering
Kevin Owens going for a stunner. Solo's a counter with a super kick. Kevin Owens with another super kick. Kevin Owens with another super kick.
another. And a third.
And a bowling ball.
Clear the deck. Cannonball.
KO picking up the pace just when it's needed. This is the opportunity he's been waiting for.
Senton.
You do not get to the top without the kind of durability that Solo Sikoa has.
Well, we know the durability of Kevin Owens is what's endeared KO to the WWE Universe. His just keep fighting mentality. But perhaps Owens has met his match in the form of the new head of the table, Solo Sikoa.
Got two men with zero physical weaknesses. How the hell do you get a winner out of a match like that?
Ooh.
No, Owens crashing.
Backdrop on the apron. That's gotta hurt. God.
Which of these two wants this more? Owens, Sikoa continues live.
Ooh, another commercial.
It's so easy.
Another commercial. And we're back.
On Friday Night Smackdown, the night before Clash at the Castle, from Glasgow, Scotland, as the new head of the table, Solo Sikoa looks to finish the job and solve the Kevin Owens problem that has plagued the bloodline.
It's not hanging in the balance, as does the future of the wise man Paul Heyman, who badly needs a Solo Sikoa victory or else.
Tonga Loa on the ground, barred from ringside. It has been one-on-one, two heavy hitters.
Kevin Owens with the headbutts on the turnbuckle. Hey.
Owens from the top,
Oh, frog splash.
puts the leg. Solo keeps this one alive a little longer. And I think Paul Heyman may have just seen his own
Paul Heyman's eyes are like,
before his very eyes.
Paul Heyman may well have just soiled his pants in that moment, but somehow Solo Sikoa keeps taking off.
I haven't seen fear like that in Glasgow since the unknown, the haunting Milwaukee experience.
This is no time for the unknown and the Willy Wonka. This is serious, Corey.
No doubt, Big Solo. That's gonna do it. Hooks the leg. And at this point, Paul Heyman is asking himself, what is it gonna take? Can it be done? A second spinning Solo. And KO kicks out.
Disbelief in the eyes of Solo Sikoa, who is perhaps aware there really is very little left in his arsenal to put the prize fighter away.
Here comes Solo, super kick.
Kevin Owens with 2 super kicks.
I have to think KO's body, KO's brain is not working at the moment. This is all instinctive, and it might do the job.
Ooh. Kevin Owens back met with the knees.
Owens is using his brain right now where this is all heart.
Whew. Going for the spike. Oh, stunner. Uh-oh. Ooh, Paul Heyman put Solo's foot on the rope. He did not want Solo coming after him. Uh-oh. Kevin is going after Paul Heyman right now. Oh no. Oh no. Kevin Owens is clearing the table for Heyman. Solo met him with a spike. Solo met him with a spike.
This is gonna do it if Solo connects.
Samoan spike. 1, 2, 3. So now we see how dangerous Solo Sikoa is to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman willingly put his foot to let Kevin Owens not beat him. Tangaloa and Tangaloa and the other guy are beating up Kevin Owens. But now you see how scared Paul Heyman is of Solo. He put his foot on the bottom rope for Solo Sikoa to not lose. Because if he lost, he'd be going after Paul Heyman, and he did not want that. Uh-oh. Are we looking at Chapter 2? Randy Orton's back. Orton's cleaning house right now. Oh, Orton and Solo right now.
Solo now bringing the fight to the Viper.
And you know how he got dripping TVT. We all know how he got taken out by the bloodline again. He's going for that. He's going for that place. Here comes Tangaloa. RKO. Solo got out of the way. So there was obviously the show was, had spoils all over the internet, and there was one article that said WWE superstar was returning tonight. If we were smart as fans, we would say Randy Orton because he's been out of action for the longest time, and obviously, the Street Profits were taken out. So who would be to assist? KO, and now we know Randy Orton's back. So this is going to be interesting for next Friday. They're saving this story for Friday, which is nice. It'll give next Friday, a show to, next Friday a show to watch, even though we have the pay-per-view tomorrow night. All right. So, what did we learn from tonight's episode? That Paul Heyman is definitely afraid of Solo Sikoa. That he did all he could, including putting Solo Sikoa's bottom rope on the putting Solo Sikoa's foot on the bottom rope, just so he would not lose that match. Because if Solo Sikoa lost, he would have beaten up Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman did not want that. He's terrified of Solo Sikoa and his goons. And there were Roman Reigns, we want Roman's chance all throughout the night. It's only going to be a matter of time until Solo is going to do something to Paul Heyman, and then Roman Reigns is going to come back, and that reaction is going to be awesome. What else happened tonight? Well, as you just saw, Randy Orton is back. He's helping Kevin Owens in the bloodline. There's that story as well. And this is something that AEW does not have. They do not have continuing storylines that feed into the next week. Or, obviously we have the pay-per-view tomorrow. The story that's not going to be the story tomorrow night. The story tomorrow night is AJ and Cody. But at least they have a story going into next Friday. AEW does not have that. They might have the build for, if you could call it that, the build for, Blood and Guts, but that's not until July. So we're going to be building the storyline between Team AEW and the Elite until July. But is that going to be enough for story for AEW? The answer is no. So I'm excited for the pay-per-view tomorrow. I will be here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Stay tuned for that. Catch me on that for the watch along. I will be back on Monday for the regularly scheduled program for Monday Night Raw. We're looking at the return of Uncle Howdy. We're looking at the aftermath. Who's going to be the Intercontinental Champion? Who's going to be the World Champion? And then Wednesday with Dynamite. And then next Friday with Orton back, and what happened with Solo Sikoa's bottom foot being on the rope, and obviously Paul Heyman, that action there. We'll see if there's going to be some thanks for that. But then again, Solo Sikoa might have caught wind of Paul doing that. But I'm excited for next Friday. Again, I'm going to be here tomorrow. 2 p.m. for Clash of the Castle, and then I will be live again with my friend T, and we're going to go over the Clash of the Castle show. We're going to go over, what I talked about with Tony Khan and Undertaker and his thoughts on Tony Khan and everything. And we're going to go over some other things, the whole Ricochet fiasco and whatnot. But should be a good show tomorrow, 2 p.m. tomorrow. My name's Iceman. Have a good night, guys. And I will see you tomorrow afternoon.